Welcome back, guys. It's been a little while since I put a video up in relation to the Coupe. There's been a lot going on. Like family stuff, actually. Not my immediate family, but just heaps of stuff going on. I have had problems with this LPG Falcon just a couple of weeks ago. I was driving to and from work just to use it for running around everywhere. It's boring, no frills, but it's dirt cheap to run. But I was starting to have stalling issues. It was breaking down and missing and carrying on, so I had a converter, swapped it over for a reconditioned one I had, and yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. And then coming home from work, I bloody lost all the coolant, and I thought I'd done damage to the motor, but I ended up pulling into some farmer's driveway, and he let me use his hose and fill it up. Got it home. Then yeah, I thought I'd done damage, but it's all right. Then yeah, bloody just little things going wrong with it, really. Just getting on now. It's 2008 model. It's got just clicked 300,000 Ks. So yeah, all is good. So I've been progressing with the Coupe. I was going to do more painting today and tomorrow, but fortunately it's been raining, so humidity's going to be pretty high. So where I left off before, the other day I painted the underside of this bonnet, and the top half of the boot was already painted, so I just done the underside of it. And yeah, it's great. So today I was going to paint inside the car, inside the boot cavity, and then do the top side of this bonnet, but yeah, humidity be pretty high, and I don't think it's going to be any better tomorrow. So yeah, I'll just have to play it by feel. But I got more of these water air separators from Super Cheap Auto. I've been using them for a while. They're pretty damn good. I think the go is if you got low humidity, but you've had rain previously, you just make sure you drain the tank, the air compressor. Then you can get on with it. But yeah, I was hoping to have the car painted by now. Unfortunately, not everything goes to plan. But I got on the internet and I bought the rear honeycomb insert. It goes in here. I got new taillight covers because these ones are dirty, but they're pretty sad. So I got them. I was going to get a chrome strip that goes right around the window. Then I thought, you know what, I'm not going to worry about it. So I just got the chrome strip that goes on here, gutter. That's what they're called. Yeah, so I got that. I've got this corner section that goes here. I tried to buy the lights in here, but I've already got one, but I needed one more. But I was just going to buy a pair of new ones in case they don't match. This one's a hell of a lot older than the other one. But yeah, there's, I don't know. I didn't really look overly hard, but they were out of stock anyway, so that can wait. So I think that's another thing I've been doing. I've been going boating a fair bit too. Absolutely loving it. It's freaking awesome. So much fun. Sucks the fuel, but it's reliable. My son wants to go out in it all the time, so it's like, no, I want to work on my car, mate. Just had a window of opportunity to paint the inside of the car this morning, so I gave it a quick hit. Try to adjust my phone so it doesn't get zoom in out like that, but there's nothing in the settings that I can do to fix that. I could just go back to the GoPro, but then you have to get the data from the GoPro onto the phone itself. It's just crap. So it's just, I went to Super Cheap Auto and got some more burnt orange made, and it's slightly different to the paint and the exterior. So what I've done, I'll just put like the base, the stuff from Super Cheap down as a base, sort of just to give it a head start, so then I can use the original colour had mixed up from Auto Lack. Yeah, so it's looking really good. So if anyone hasn't seen my previous videos, I use Raptor underbody sealant stuff here. Yeah, really good product. Use that on the inside and the floors, and then all under the car's been done, all up under the guards and stuff. So yeah, it looks really nice. So yeah, I ordered this offline. I was telling you about it online. I was telling you about it. It's a trim that goes around the gutter rail here. So I won't put that on just yet because it's pretty easy to get off and on, but I'm not going to risk damaging them, put them on. So yeah, I'm at the point now where I can respray this bonnet. It's good to go, but yeah, the humidity's through the roof at the moment, so yeah, can't do any spray painting. I was thinking of going the GT style. I think I told you in previous videos that I was going to, just by having the centre area blacked out, but I think I'll just have the whole lot burnt orange, because at the end of the day, this car is a Falcon 500 GS. It's not a bloody GT, although I'm going to black out the rear panel, but I think just having an orange bonnet should look pretty good. Yeah, so that's where I'm up to. What I might do now is this rear valance, just got to blend it in slightly on the corners. And yeah, I'll see if I get on the internet and find these lights. Just start ringing around, I think. Back on the tools, Saturday afternoon, a little bit of time. Had heaps of run around do this morning. Son's birthday tomorrow, so I had to go out and get him something. So yeah, bit of time. So I finished painting the bonnet. It didn't totally go to plan. Doesn't always go to plan when you're spray painting, as everyone probably knows, but I've got a bit of fish eyes in it, so more so around the back here, got a bit of crap in it, which isn't a big dilemma. There's a fish eye there if you can see it. Dog shit. So well, that just means that I need to block it back and give it a flow coat. So yeah, sure, it's no big drama. Just a matter of taking a clear back, get to where you're happy, and then just give it a really good another coat of clear just to bring it back, and because the front of the guards come out really good. Top of the boot, it's just one of those things. And I did have a lot of problems with the air compressor. It was starting to the filters, I noticed it was like I was spray painting and it wouldn't turn off. So as you know, you spray painting, air compressor builds up, pressure turns off. And I'm like, oh shit, that ain't good, because I've had them before where they actually overheat and they actually gall the piston in the bore. So I've also had where the gasket's blown up the top. So first thing I thought is, yep, the compressor itself, the pistons are wearing out, and you get that sort of that noise when not building compression, like a constant in and out sucking noise. I'm like, oh shit. So I had a look at it. This is new filters I've got actually. This end here was actually falling. It's actually fell out of the compressor itself, or melted. So it actually obviously got very hot. So what I've worked out, I called up Able Air Compressors. They sold them their compressor a couple of years ago now. It's not long after I first started restoring this car. And yeah, he told me they're more than likely the filters are blocked. And I don't know why, but I overlooked it and didn't ever check them. So yeah, they're partially blocked. The poor old compressor's trying to suck air, and it's literally getting suffocated. So yeah, it got really hot. So yeah, I bought new filters, had to buy a whole new plastic cartridge like the one I just showed you to put in it. So this one's a 3-cylinder. Maximum's like 15 amp. It's a max I can put in like a single phase power outlet. But yeah, it goes really good. 100 litre, it might be 150 litre, I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty big. But yeah, what I've had to do now, I think they're damaged, or maybe just one of them's damaged. And they're not, it's taken a while for it to build up to 110 psi, so I've actually turned it down to 90 now, so it won't be any good for using like air tools, but it'll be fine for doing like, I only really use spray painting now. I don't really, when it comes to using air tools and stuff, I use a bit of die grinders, but I don't know, just have to suck it up. Don't do it again. I'll have to, eventually I might just have to buy a new compressor another triple piston one, but yeah, they're not cheap. So yeah, I'm at the point now where I can start. I think the next stage would be the engine bay, but I've also run into another dilemma, as you do. Autolac said that 3 litres of burnt orange would be enough. No, it's not even close. I knew it wasn't going to be 100% close because, yeah, once I started looking to do the inside of the car, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going to waste the good original mix of the burnt orange for doing the inside of the car. So I went to Super Cheap Auto and I got them to mix up burnt orange, and I went off the build sheet of the car, and the car says Ford colour burnt orange U. So I'm like, yeah, righto. So they mixed me up a little 500ml tin. Turns out it's a little bit different to the original colour I got mixed up from Autolac. So then I just looked at the Autolac receipt and it said it's a Z. So I went to Super Cheap Auto just now and we looked it up, and there's, yeah, the U's like 73, 74 model Falcons and the Z's like 1980s plus. So now this car's going to be colour in Z. So I had just got 2 little tins, and so these ones here. And yeah, so this one here is the Autolac, and the bottom one's the Super Cheap Auto. And still, they are different. You can slightly see, if you notice on the bottom, it's the Super Cheap one's slightly lighter. So what I'll do, I'll use this strictly for the engine bay, and I'll top it off. I'll put the original mix. But I've actually called up Autolac, and I'm like stressing. I'm like, mate, I'm running out of paint. So there, he said, not a problem at all, mate. Just, yeah, it's easy. You've got the colour code, they can mix up another batch. But yeah, I'm not really confident they'll get it 100% right. I've had these problems in the past with when the Escort, the Escort used to be an Everglade green, like the early EA, EB Falcons. And I finished restoring the car. This is back in the late 90s. Everglade green, beautiful, looking great. And then I was in Newcastle on a Saturday night, and some muppet people had reversed into in his mum's Nissan Nimbus or Mitsubishi, I don't know what the hell it was, but he reversed into me, smashed the front offside guard, and then I had to, yeah, I didn't have enough of the original paint, so I got it mixed up in exactly the same colour, same code, and yeah, it was slightly darker. I was not happy. So yeah, I think that's, yeah, can come down to them not mixing the paints properly when they're mixing it. I don't know, but yeah, I haven't had good experience. But I've got about there's probably about 800ml maybe, probably not in that, 600ml of the original colour left, and I really only need to do this rear quarter or 3/4, the roof, some of this area across here, and the rear panel is going to be black anyway, so I don't really need much now. But still, if I have to get more mixed and it doesn't come out the same, I'm going to be pretty upset. So what I'll do now, I notice the spray gun was starting to struggle a bit, so I've got this new kit. I've already got a spray gun cleaning kit, but this one's, yeah, just thought I'd get a new one. It's in a nice little container and that. So I'll give the spray gun a clean up, start doing a bit of prep, and then tomorrow, I reckon I'll make a start in this engine bay. I don't know if I've used, I've used the lighter primer. It's good because, yeah, you have to use a lighter sort of base for this burnt orange. If you got something dark, you have to do a lot of coats. In return, yeah, you're going to waste a lot of paint. So yeah, I'll start cleaning the gun now and I'll make a start. Just tried cleaning the fluid tip, or the air cap I should say, on this spray gun. And the kit I got for Super Cheap Auto, there's no needles small enough to clean those little holes around the center hole there. So yeah, dog shit. That sucks. So I've had to just even these, because I did have a kit I bought off eBay and it had the perfect needle. One's like them, one's there. But yeah, I had to put aside and I've lost it. So yeah, it just means I had to blow these out of air and then look in the light and see if I can see for them. But I'll just go over a test run. Mind the fan right out, about 35 psi, and yeah, so it's really good now. It's a really good gun. You just got to keep the bloody thing clean. It's my problem. Just get too keen to get shit sorted, and yeah, just one of those things. So yeah, I was actually thinking about paint this engine bay tonight because I know it's been a pretty hot day. The humidity will be low. But I'll have to paint those chassis rails black. And I recently restored an old V6 Mercury outboard, and I bought a heap of, well, not a heap, but I bought 3 cans of acrylic black gloss black. So yeah, I bought them, and I've just noticed I've got 1 can left. I've got 1 can left up here. This one here, another super cheap auto product. Or is it that one there? So I got that, and I've also got engine enamel, which I know you should mix and match, but yeah, you just got to make sure the paints go off before you put clear over them. So I was thinking I might be able to do that engine bay. Get that sorted. I'll just move the car around to be under this enclosure so I don't get any fallout. Put this bonnet inside because that bonnet's going to have to cure for at least a month. I haven't got luxury having an oven to bake it in, so I think, yeah, give it about a month or so. Just forget about it. I'll probably end up putting all these panels back on the car, and then, yeah, blocking the whole car back and giving the whole car a flow coat, maybe. I don't know. Just do a closed door respray, as they call it. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Engine bay's pretty straightforward, but I think those spray packs would be freaking perfect for getting those little tight areas where the spray gun will struggle. And then I'll just go over top it with the paint that I've got mixed up from Auto. Decided to have a look at the air compressor. I've got it out beside the shed in a dark area, and it's yeah, it's not a really good spot really, because if there's any rain, it's going to get that's the last area is going to dry out. So I decided I'd take the air compressor in the shed here. I liked it outside because it's a little bit quieter and you didn't have to put up with cranking. So here it is here. So yeah, bought it from Queensland, Australian engineered. So yeah, it's a little beauty, but I think the only issue I'll have it in here is obviously the noise, which I can deal with, and those filters are obviously going to block up quicker because it's drier in here and there's more dust. That's all right. I can access it easy. I can keep an eye on it. It was sort of forgotten outside, and I decided to pop the caps off the end here, and yeah, I made sure there's no air in it. Wouldn't be good if I bloody 90 psi taking the caps off. So yeah, took them off, and yeah, it's a lot of rust. Had a good look inside of the torch, and yeah, it's the light, I should say. You say torch to Americans and they think I'm freaking using a blowtorch. So yeah, had a look inside it, and there's, as expected, there's a bit of rust. You can see where the water's been pooling on the end. So the big issue I have with it, having it outside, is not having it perfectly flat. So when you go to undo the valve or open the valve up underneath, you're not properly draining the water out. So yeah, that's definitely an issue. But I think it's pretty good now. I can take the ends off it. If I'm really keen, I could hook a blower up to the end of it and dry the guts of it out. And there's pretty much a really low possibility of getting these bloody fish eyes. I had this drama a lot when I was doing the polyester promo. It's freaking annoying because we had a lot of rain there for a while. Then yeah, it was really difficult to. So I've got one water air separator there. I've got another one up here. Plus I've got those ones I was showing you before from Super Cheap. Make sure it's got plenty of oil in the compressor, which it has. So yeah, it's not much I can do. Just try and avoid and get those bloody fish eyes again. If I'm going to give this car a flow coat, I want to make sure that I've got that sort of shit resolved, because yeah, I'm a bit time poor now. Things have changed in my life. I've got my son here all the time, which is awesome. But yeah, it's narrowing my time frame now. Shout out to all the dads out there, all the family men who've got kids. Yeah, they're time poor, so it's more like me now. But yeah, it's all right. It's all good. I'm a shift worker, so I'll get plenty more days in a week to hook into my projects. So I just got to be heaps organised. Big day in the shed. I had food poisoning yesterday, but woke up this morning ready to go. Freaking heaps hungry and lost like a kilo. And I weighed myself. Yes, got into it. Made the most of the day. There's shitload of rain coming, but I managed to beat it. So here's the car with burnt orange, blacked out rear panel, and clear over it. So yeah, it looks really good. But the rear panel boot area came out really good, but the same as the bonnet, the issues I had, it's got a lot of when you put the acrylic on underneath, if you don't block it down and then you put the clear straight over it, if you don't put the acrylic on well enough, it comes through into the clear, and that's what's happened. But I've also had more so I've got fallout. It's so difficult painting cars in the shed. So what I have to do, I've got the engine bay, it came out really good. What I need to do is, I didn't get under there really well. I can worry about that later. There's a fair dinkum hard task to get this done. I'm so glad I've done it in sections rather than doing the whole car in one hit. There. Heaps of pop about, that's for sure. Beautiful. So, yeah, what I need to do, I don't really need, well, I need to flow coat, definitely flow coat the rear quarters of the roof. I don't really need to flow coat the guards and the doors, front guards and doors. They come out pretty good, but I think if I flow coat the rear quarters of the roof and the bonnet and don't do the rest of the car, the rear quarters are probably going to have more deep gloss and more pop about it. It'll have more depth, like if you really look at it, you'll probably be able to tell. So what I'll do, next step will be to put all the doors and the panels back on. And I bought a heap of, I went to Auto Lack in Cardiff yesterday and I bought this 600 grit sandpaper. So what I'll do, when I'm ready now, when the paint's cured, I'll block the car down and I'll flow coat it. I'll flow coat with all the panels and stuff on. I don't know how I'm going to go. The air compressor's bloody well struggling. It's definitely done damage. This air filter started to melt off. So yeah, that cylinder's getting very hot. Damn shame, but I brought it upon myself. I didn't clean the filters out enough, ever. So yeah, I really need to just take the bloody filters off and just have like a bigger filter, because yeah, it's just getting too hot. I probably don't need to do anything now. I don't intend restoring the car again anytime soon. Got time out, but I've got enough on my plate. But you've done the job, managed to get it done. So yeah, I've got more goodies, Grand Tourer stuff. So that'll be my tail lights. I'll go through it. I'll open it up. I'll have a look at it all. Let's start with these tail lights. Look at that! Wow, that looks so nice. Thanks to Grand Tourer. There's numerous sellers that sell these lights, but I could have got the ones that are blacked out, but I think I like the chrome, so let's see how they look. Never tried this. Hard to do this with that. Oh wow. Yes, that looks very good. Yep. Very good. Righto, let's try it, the insert. Stick one half of the insert in, but I had problems. So it's got 3M tape, I've run out. I didn't put it in the right spot and it really stuck down well, so just a bit of a test fit really. But yeah, it looks amazing. Yeah, absolutely. Good money well spent on those taillights, that's for sure. But yeah, I'll have to get some more 3M double-sided tape and yeah, the rest of it on. I don't think the back of the car doesn't need flow coating. It's just really the sides, the rest of the car.